You didn't arrive at this moment by accident. As the world becomes noisier and a new year approaches, you may feel something changing inside you. It's not stress or fear, just a quiet understanding that this time, the change you want needs to be real and deep. You're not just tired of being distracted or overwhelmed, you're tired of feeling like you're fighting yourself. This moment is not about motivation or excitement, but about returning to the part of you that wants peace, clarity, and a sense of being whole again. The Stoics taught that the answers we search for are not found in success, chaos, or other people's approval, but in how we choose to respond to life. They didn't chase freedom, they practiced it little by little, every day. If that speaks to you and you're ready for a path of strength, calm, and clear thinking, then subscribe for yourself. Let this be your first step toward living with intention and becoming the person you want to be. Many people don't pay attention until their life starts to fall apart. When work fails, relationships end, or motivation disappears, yet the warning signs were always there. Feeling restless even when everything seems fine, feeling worried for no clear reason. These feelings are signals that you may look successful on the outside but feel lost inside. Real change begins not when your schedule breaks, but when you realize you've been reacting to life without thinking. When you act from pressure instead of purpose, small problems feel huge because you've forgotten to pause and understand yourself. Stoicism teaches that what happens doesn't matter as much as how you respond. Most people never question their reactions. They get angry and speak without thinking, get scared and run, get tired and give up. But awareness means stopping and asking what you've been ignoring inside yourself. Change doesn't require destroying your life, only waking up to it. When you don't understand your own mind, every little thing can ruin your day, but when you return to your inner strength, your inner fortress, you stop being controlled by outside noise. This place inside you is quiet, steady, and always there, but life's distractions made you forget it. Peace and strength don't come from others, achievements, or conditions going your way. They come from knowing yourself, staying centered, and thinking before reacting. Real growth starts when you stop running from discomfort and start learning from it. You don't need more goals or a new identity. You need honesty, awareness, and presence. Your mind becomes your home when you clean out what doesn't belong. Fear, comparison, people-pleasing, constant rushing. When you return to stillness, you don't escape life. You move through it calmly. You respond instead of react. Protect your peace without anger, and stay grounded even when plans change or people misunderstand you. You remember that your worth doesn't depend on praise, success, or approval. The inner fortress isn't a hiding place. It's a way of living where you stay steady inside no matter what happens outside. And every time you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or angry, you can pause and ask, have I left my inner fortress? Then return, not by running away, but by breathing, being present, and letting go of what isn't yours to carry. Your inner peace is your natural right, but you must remember it and practice it every day. Life can feel chaotic and loud, but when your stability comes from inside, you won't be pulled around by everything that happens. Most people try to control things they never could control in the first place. Other people's opinions, the future, or every detail of life, and they end up tired and frustrated. The truth is you can't control outcomes, only your response. That is what the Stoics called the difference between what is in your power and what isn't. You waste energy when you worry about what you can't change, but you grow stronger when you focus on your thoughts, actions, and character. Emotions and situations come and go, but how you behave through them last. Real control is not about tension or fear. It's about calm, steady choices. When you stop gripping life so tightly, you think more clearly, act with intention, and let go of what isn't yours to carry. This doesn't mean giving up. It means staying centered while life keeps moving. Trying to force everything only creates more stress, like trying to stop a river. It will pull you under. But when you accept what you can't change and adjust your mindset, you move smoothly with life instead of fighting it. You stop expecting the world to match your plans and start responding wisely to what actually happens. Control doesn't bring peace, clarity does. And clarity comes from knowing what belongs to you, your choices, and what doesn't. When you release the need to force results, you become calmer, less reactive, and harder to shake. You speak with honesty, act with intention, and let go of outcomes you don't control. Life will still change and surprise you, but you won't lose yourself in the process. True strength is choosing your response, not trying to control the world. And once you learn that, life feels less like a battle and more like a path you can walk with confidence. Life will always change, and the real test is how you adjust to those changes. Fighting every difficulty only wears you out, like trying to stop a river with your hands, while learning to move with life makes you stronger and calmer. You don't need perfect conditions to grow. Your power comes from caring for your mind every day, removing harmful thoughts and habits, and planting better ones through patience and awareness. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't tend it, weeds of doubt and fear will grow, but with steady attention it can become strong again. Stoicism teaches that peace comes from focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions, not on outside events like weather, luck, or other people's opinions. Hard days shape you, routines strengthen you, and small choices build character. The pain you feel often comes less from what happens and more from the stories you tell yourself about what happens. So pause before reacting and question whether your judgment is true or just fear. You can't stop storms, but you can stay rooted. You can't change others, but you can decide how you respond. And you don't need approval to feel valuable. Your worth comes from living honestly and caring for your inner world. When you stop chasing control and outside validation and instead stay present, tend your own mind, and act with intention, you become steady, flexible, and unshakable, no matter what life brings. Instead of worrying about whether people like you, ask yourself if you respect who you are in this moment. Trying to please everyone can leave you feeling empty, because attention and approval don't always mean you are living in a way that feels true. Real strength comes from knowing yourself and staying calm inside, not from being loud or always proving something. You are not a product, a brand, or a collection of likes. You are a real person with depth and feelings. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone or change who you are to fit in. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is silently stay true to your values. Many people waste energy adjusting for others, but that same energy can build a life guided by your own purpose instead of other people's expectations. Inner peace comes from choosing what really matters, letting go of useless opinions, and stopping the habit of negotiating your worth in every situation. True confidence is quiet. It doesn't need attention or applause, and it grows when you act with integrity, not popularity. Life will always bring challenges, but strength is shown when you stay steady, thoughtful, and calm instead of reactive. Painful experiences and fear are not meant to break you, but to shape you and help you grow. You cannot change the past, but you can choose how it guides your future. When you stop wishing things had happened differently and start using your experiences to improve yourself, you become unshakable. Fear loses power when you face it instead of avoiding it, and most of what we dread is worse in our minds than in reality. Remembering that life is short helps you stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start living with more purpose, honesty, and presence. You cannot control everything, but you can choose how you respond, and that choice is where your freedom begins. When you accept who you are, respect your past, and act with intention today, you stop seeking approval and start becoming the person you are meant to be. Live in a way that you would feel no regret if life ended tomorrow, not because you are scared, but because you understand life is short and today matters. This understanding gives you the courage to walk away from anything that drains you and to choose what makes you feel alive. Your mistakes won't define you, they show that you tried and cared. When you accept that you won't live forever, You focus less on perfect results and more on showing up each day with honesty and effort. The ancient virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, help guide you when life is confusing or hard. Wisdom helps you pause and see clearly before reacting. Courage helps you take action even when you're afraid. Justice reminds you to be fair instead of acting from hurt, and self-control teaches you not to chase every desire. These virtues are not for show. They are daily practices that keep you grounded and true to yourself, especially when no one is watching. Emotion is not the enemy. You don't need to hide your feelings, but real strength comes from feeling them without letting them control your actions. In the small moment between emotion and reaction, you have the power to choose how you respond, and that choice shapes your life. Discipline is not punishment, it is protection. It keeps you aligned with your values and helps you become someone you trust, not someone ruled by impulse or distraction. With discipline, you create peace, not by avoiding discomfort, but by doing what matters even when it's difficult. The reward is not applause, it is the quiet confidence of knowing you are living honestly and not betraying yourself. When life gets loud or stressful, return to what you value, take a breath, and act with intention. Do this again and again, and you become steady, grounded, and alive. Not because life is easy, but because you choose who you are in every moment. Real discipline becomes part of who you are, not just something you try sometimes. It helps you stay steady even when you make mistakes, because you no longer give up or wait for perfect conditions. You get back on track simply because this is the kind of person you've chosen to be. Discipline is the base that supports everything in life. Your relationships, your health, your work, and your peace. And with it, you build a life you respect instead of one you want to escape. Each time you stick to your values instead of choosing comfort, you shape yourself into someone stronger and more focused. You are not finished or fixed. You are always growing like a sculptor shaping stone. Life gives you the material, but your choices shape who you become. Every small decision, waking up early, setting boundaries, choosing calm over anger, trying again after failing, is another careful cut that brings out your true self. You don't need perfect conditions or a perfect past. You only need to use what you already have: your thoughts, your actions, and your time. Stop waiting for things to get easier and start shaping your life with what's in front of you, because every day is a chance to carve away what no longer fits and reveal the person you want to be. Over time, those small efforts become something real and lasting: strength, clarity, and self-respect. Your future won't appear on its own. You must shape it bit by bit. So don't wait for permission or motivation. Start now, keep going, and let each choice move you closer to the life you want to live.